Hey guys, welcome to IAS Guide. See, in this video we'll be looking into one concept. The concept is included in sociology optional syllabus of civil service exam. Okay, and the concept is given by a famous American sociologist named Talcot parson. Okay, and the concept name is social system theory. Okay, it is very much included in civil service exam sociology optional. Okay, let us discuss this social system theory in detail. Okay, first let us take up the overview about social system theory. Okay, see, when it comes to the social system theory, as said earlier, it was given by American sociologist Talcot parson. Okay, before understanding social system theory, we should have an overview about the social system theory. Okay, the first overview is the social system theory is a kind of model, okay, which is called as analytical model. It is an analytical model. It is a mental construct, and the point to be kept in mind is it does not propose us empirical reality. That is the reason they are calling it as analytical model. The first point. And the second point in general overview is the social system theory is influenced by general system theory. Getting? General system theory means they will apply in biology, they will apply in various applied social sciences. That is what is known as general system theory, and this general system theory very much influences the social system theory. That point you have to keep in mind. Getting? Second point. And when it comes to third point, the social system theory is integrated with the action theory. Okay, see, without understanding action theory, you cannot understand social system theory. That means both are integrated and explained. Action theory. Getting? These are the general overview we have to keep in mind before proceeding into defining what is social system theory given by Talcot parson. Okay, now let us actually see what is the meaning of a system, because here we are talking about social system theory. That is the reason we have to define what is a system first. When it comes to system, a system is defined as a group of elements which are organized for some kind of purpose, and those elements are related to external environment. Simple, in a simple language, group of elements organized for some purpose who are related to the external environment also. That is what is known as system. If you take an example, a system consists of various interrelated parts. Each part discharges its own functions and it is related. That means each part is related to maintaining the system as a whole. That is what is known as system. Okay, and also a system will be having a goal. System will also be having a subsystem. Many subsystems will be there within a whole system, and this system will be having certain kind of relationship with external environment. So society may be considered as a system then. Okay, that is what is the characteristics of a system. After seeing the broad definition about the system, let us go into social system theory now. As said earlier, Talcot parson says a social system is a system of actions. A social system is a system of actions made up of interactions among individuals, and each member acts as both as an actor and as an object. That means object of orientation for others and to himself. Getting? I'll repeat. Interactions will be there with others. For a single person, interaction will be there in a social system. We know that in our society we interact on a daily basis to others, and we act as an actor and also as an object for others to ourselves. Getting? And also the system consists of the goals should be attained by individuals. The actor is seeking a goal, or he will be seeking a set of goals in a social system like society. And also the actor, that means we, the actor is faced with variety of situational conditions. Getting? any social system will be having situational conditions. It is not like 100% yes or yes and no phenomena. See, in in society, you tell me in which social phenomena is there which we can tell 100% predictable. That means 100% with accuracy we cannot tell. That is what is known as the actor will be faced with situational conditions. Depending upon the situation, he has to act. Predefined solution will not be there. Getting that is what the meaning of situational conditions. And also there will be motivation and value orientation for the actor. For example, you take we are also an actor in society. Definitely motivational and value orientation will be there for each and every individual in society. Getting? And when it comes to the motivational orientation of an actor, the Talcot parson says there are 3 motivational orientation, it seems, for an actor. Okay? According to him, the first orientation is, that is motivational orientation, is cognitive orientation. Okay? Cognitive orientation means it's an actor's perception. That is what is known as cognitive orientation. Example we can give. For example, a civil service exam offers prestige. That is what is known as cognitive. That means perception. We pursue that. If you crack civil service exam, definitely we will get huge prestige in the society, and we actually are motivated towards that one. What is known as cognitive orientation. A person attracted towards civil service is a cognitive orientation of a person. That is perception of a person. And second orientation, what Talcott parson says, is cathartic orientation. Okay, the meaning of cathartic orientation is it involves the actor's sentiment. It involves the actor's gratification as well as pleasures. First, sentiment will be there. Second, gratification will be there. Third, pleasures will be there, and etc. That belongs to cathartic motivational orientation. Okay, see here in cathartic orientation, definitely cultural values guide a person towards his orientation. Cultural values will always be there in cathartic motivational orientation. Okay, second one. And the third aspect of motivational orientation is evaluative action. Evaluative orientation, what is the meaning of that one? Evaluative means a kind of judgment. A judgment of alternatives and selection of appropriate ones by an actor is known as evaluation. Evaluation is his own choice, actor's choice. Selection. First is cognitive, that is perception. Second is sentiment. The third is choice. These are the motivational orientation given by the Talcott parson. And when it comes to value orientation of an actor in social system like society, the value orientation tells the observance of social norms and standards. That is what is known as the value orientation. Getting? In choosing a particular course of action by an actor in any society, an actor will be guided by societal norms. Nobody actually does a haphazard work. You just observe in society. Do you find any people doing meaningless work? No. There will be some kind of rules and regulations in the society, and there will be some kind of do's and don'ts, and there will be some kind of appreciations and punishments in the society. Taking the societal norms, the actor actually performs his action. That is what is known as value orientation. What are the values in the society? What are the norms in the society? The value orientation is also an element in choosing the action of an actor in social system, according to Talcott parson. Okay, after explaining all these things, he also tells that there are many typology of actions in social system, it seems. He tells that the first typology of action is instrumental action. Instrumental action, according to Talcott parson, relates to the achievement of goal. It is equated with Weber's rational action. Actually, Weber have also given a types of action actually. Okay, in other concepts in sociology, I will be explaining that. Weber's typology. In that Weber's typology, one typology what he gives is rational action, which is equated with instrumental action of Talcott parson. This instrumental action deals about the achievement of a goal of an actor in the social system. Here in instrumental action, cognitive aspect just a minute guys. in the instrumental action, cognitive aspects come into play. Cognitive, already I have explained, no, in motivational cognitive. This comes into play in instrumental action given by Talcot parson. And the second type is expressive action. This can be equated with the Weber's affective action. Weber have given other typology. Okay, affective action can be equated with Talcot parson expressive action. This is directed towards satisfaction of wants of an individual. Satisfaction of wants of an individual, expressive action. And the third typology of an action is moral action. Moral action can be equated with Weber's Welt rational action. Welt, W-E-L-T, Welt rational action of Weber, it can be equated, moral action. Here, the most important thing is cultural value in moral action. The actor gives importance. Okay, that's it about the typology of action given by the Talcot parson. Getting? And when we come to the next topic, Talcot parson, no, he actually regarded the participation of any actor in a patterned interactive relationship like society as the most significant unit of social system, it seems. I'll explain this one. According to Talcot parson, any person in society, see, society is definitely is a pattern, no? Society is not haphazard. Society goes in certain pattern, and the individual within the society will be interacting with each other in certain patterned interactive way. That is what is known as patterned interactive relationship between individual in a society. This patterned interactive is the very basic of social system, it seems. That means he considered the pattern interactive between individual as the significant unit of social system. The Talcot parson considers. Very important point to keep in mind. This participation, that means pattern interactive participation between individuals in a society, have two principles actually. The first principle is status, second principle is role. Role and status are the two principles of patterned interactive relationship in the society according to Talcot parson. Talcot parson also talks about the patterned variables which are present in the society. As said earlier, society is patterned, it is not haphazard. So he tells that the actions of an individual is guided by cultural values in the society. That is what is patterned variables which are there in society. It is guided by the cultural values. Nobody performs the actions haphazardly. Already culturally constructed values will be there. According to that one, the actor, that means an individual in the society, performs the actions. And he actually differentiates these many types of patterned variables in our society. Okay, around 5 types he actually differentiates. These are the 5 types, and let me go one by one. The first is affectivity versus affective neutral type of patterned variable. This is a type of action, and this affectivity versus affective neutral can be equated with gratification versus discipline dilemma. I'll explain this one. See, actually, if in our society, you tell me how success is attained by an individual. Definitely we have to take certain kind of pain, then only we will get success. For example, civil service exam, definitely we have to take pain of studies, pain of sitting for longer hours, pain of sacrificing many things, then only we will get fruits. Okay, that is what is known as affective action. Getting? There will be certain kind of certain kind of pain will be there. And affective neutral means a man who does not care for pain. That is what is known as affective neutral. Affectivity means a man who cares for pain. Pain is there, affectivity. Affective neutral, pain is there, then also no care. Don't care, take pain and you perform the work. For example, neutrality, soldiers. And examples of this pain oriented things, definitely we can give examples. Many examples are there who actually do not want pain and they want profit. Getting? That is what is known as a person's affectivity orientation. Okay, he want to escape from all the pains and he want profit. That is what is known as affectivity. And affective neutral means the man knows there is pain, he will take pain, then he will actually gain something. For example, soldiers, why affective neutral means soldiers do not expect profit at they're not expected to think about profit first they will actually work for the nation and the government takes care about their profit in monetary benefits, employment things and all. Soldiers. But these business wallas, if you take example of business wallas do not want too much pain, they want less pain and they want more profit. Affectivity can be equated with the business oriented people, and affective neutral can be equated with the soldiers. Getting? And when it comes to the second action in the pattern variables given by Talcot parson, it is self-oriented action and collectivity-oriented action. Self-oriented means some kind of private. Collectivity-oriented means some kind of collective interest. That is what is known as private versus collective interest dilemma. Self-oriented means the actor is always interested in having his own private profit. He will think about himself. That's it. कोई कुछ भी हो जाए उसको परवाह नहीं. That is what is known as self-oriented. His satisfaction, his pleasure, that only he thinks. He does not think about society. Self-orientation. Getting? And when it comes to collectivity, definitely he thinks about society. Examples we can give. Self-orientation, we can give examples of salesman. See, salesmen are expected to tell all lie things about their product. Not completely. Getting? Lie things. Because he has to sell his product. And he will tell all high-find things about the product to actually sell the product. Profit oriented. And collective orientation, we can give example of a doctor. Doctor is always expected to tell the truth. Okay, see, actually you see, generally speaking, doctors tell truth to their to their patients. Even if he tells one lie, he will get huge money by doing complex operations and all, but he will not tell lie. Whatever true is there, he has to tell. That is what is known as collective orientation. But self-orientation, business people, salesman, marketing executive, example of self-oriented. Getting? And the third kind of action in patterned variable given by Talcot parson is particularism versus universalism. This is known as the choice between types of value oriented standards. The choice between types of value oriented standards can be equated to particularism versus universalism. What is the meaning of particularism? Particularism means the actor's particular relationship with particular object. Actor's particular relationship with particular object is known as particularism. And universalism means it's an opposite of particularism. That means highly generalized concepts are known as universalism. Example we can give. See, in school days, you take in school days, a teacher is expected to give marks to the students in value free orientation. That means the teacher should not be influenced by the students' value. Whatever the answers written by the students, the teacher should evaluate the answers in a value free manner. But what happens many a times? The teacher is attracted towards a certain students, so they will give more marks for some students and they will give less marks for other students. That is what is known as particularism. He or she is particular to give marks to some people. But universalism means the teacher who gives equal consideration to value, that means value free, he will be value free, and whatever the student is written the answer, based on that answer he or she will give marks. That is what is known as universalism. Particularism, bias; universalism, non-bias. Teacher example we have given. Okay, and the fourth is quality versus performance. This can be equated to ascription versus achievement dilemma. Ascription versus achievement dilemma. Getting? Quality refers to the quality possessed by an individual, and it determines the movement of a person in the society, and performance relates to his ability to perform. Getting? And various consideration we can tell when it comes to quality versus performance. We should take attributes like age, we have to take. We should take attributes like sex, male or female. We should take attributes like color, skin color. We should take attributes like nationality of a person. All this influence when it comes to quality versus performance dilemma. How the actor behaves in the social setting when it comes to quality and performance of an individual with others. Racial discrimination, caste superiority, they are based on the consideration of quality. Getting? And when it comes to the fifth type, it is diffuseness versus specificity. Diffuseness versus specificity. This can be equated with the scope of interest in an object. Diffuseness means it will be having wide scope, infinite boundary. Wide scope, infinite boundary. The diffuseness is morally obligating, and the diffuseness is a significant in pluralistic society. These are all the characteristics of diffuseness. But when it comes to specificity, the involvement in specificity is limited. It is not wider, it is not broader specificity. Getting? Examples we can give for diffuseness and specificity. Specificity example means we can give example of an employer and employee. The scope is limited, no? Employer and employee. Yes. The scope is limited. There are limitations for the interaction between employer and employee. Only work related aspects they have to talk. Even if it comes to human relation management, only certain limitations will be there to ask the employee by the employer, what are the problems facing by you. The HR also ask only limited personal things. We should not go into personal life of an individual. So there will be limitation in employer and employee relationship. But when it comes to diffuseness, we can give example of friendship. We can give example of husband-wife relation. Diffuseness. Okay, and the scope is wide. Friendship. In friendship, we will actually talk about very personal things. And in husband-wife relation, they discuss about very personal things. The scope is very unlimited there. Getting? Specificity example, employer-employee. Diffuseness example, you can take friendship and husband-wife relation. Anyone. Or both. And after explaining all these patterned variables, how the actor performs, how the actor behaves in these patterned variable actions, Talcot parson also tells some points about the functional prerequisite. According to Talcot parson, every social system must perform some functional prerequisite to survive and to improve the capability of the social system. Social system means a society. And according to Talcot parson, which are those functional prerequisite? That means essentiality of a society. These are the essentiality. The first is, any social system like society should have the function of adoption. Function of adaptation. The function of adaptation is nothing but to produce and allocate resources among the members of the society. That is what is known as adaptation. Just a minute. To produce as well as to allocate disposable resources among the individuals of a society is known as functions of adaptation. Example, economy is the primary specialized subsystem in relation with the society. Economy, you can give an example. Function of adaptation. Production as well as allocation of disposable resource within the individuals of a society. Second prerequisite. The function of goal attainment is also a prerequisite for any social system, because a social system has to maximize the capacity of the society to attain its own goals. Society will be having its own goal. For example, eradication of poverty, one of the goal of society. So the function of goal attainment should be a goal of society. Giving education to the everybody. Universal education is a goal of society. Eradicating crime, at least to some extent, is a goal of society. And example we can give. Polity. Polity is in our society. Definitely polity, what is the function performed by the political executive? Political persons. There are a wide variety of functions performed by political persons. They actually unite people. Example I have given. Goal attainment. Okay. The third example. The function of integration. The function of integration means bringing all the individuals in a society together. How? By motivating them. And also culture brings peoples together. Culture, religion, culture. It performs the job of integration. Culture. Examples we can give. Political parties can also perform the function of integration. Interest group, health agencies, court system, all they perform the function of integration. And when it comes to the function of pattern maintenance and tension management, it does the job of managing tensions which are there in society. See, no society is there where tension is not there. Tension is a part and parcel of society. And if the government or if the social system does not manage this tension, definitely there will be disruptive behavior in the society and society will not survive. So tension management and pattern maintenance is also a function of society. Example, schools. In schools, moral things they will actually teach us. They will teach us what are the do's and don'ts in the society. Schools, churches, family institutions, research activities, all there are the example of pattern maintenance and tension management. Okay, and now let us actually conclude the social system theory. When we have to conclude the social system theory, we should observe the work of Talcot parson. See, anywhere in the social system theory, if you take, the social system theory have negatives actually. Some kind of negatives are there. What we call as faults. Because the social system is very faulty in his explanation of social system, abstraction. Okay. In abstraction, he makes problem. That means Talcot parson is not clear in abstraction about social system theory. And also many people say that the social system theory is very vague. And also it is also jargon. They are the faults of social system theory which many of the other sociologists criticize Talcot parson. And they also say that Talcot parson stressed too much on consensus, order and equilibrium. They say that, come on, there will be inequilibrium also, there will be disruption in the society also. Talcot parson is not taking that into consideration. He is always talking about order. What about inorders? What are there in society? He does not actually focus on that. That is also a negatives of social system theory. What other sociologists point out towards Talcot parson. And also Many of the sociologists also tell that Talcott Parson have ignored the conflict perspective as well as the disharmony which is present in every society. Conflict, definitely there will be conflict perspective. We cannot always talk about the functional perspective. Conflict perspective is also a part and parcel of the system. If somebody is benefiting, means definitely others will be not benefiting. That thing he will not take into consideration. Conflict, disharmony prevalent in the society. Some people will be happy and some the policy in the system may benefit some people, then they will be happy, and other people who are not benefiting from that, definitely they will not have, they are not happy. So disharmony will also be there in society, which Talcott Parson have neglected. That is what many people criticize Talcott Parson. But anyway, after seeing all this criticism also, we should keep in mind that this is just an analytical model. Talcott Parson already told that this is just a model. It is an analytical model. It is not a reality. He tells that. So we should keep that in mind, and we have to conclude that this is just an analytical model and it is not the reality, and it is very much clearly told by Talcott Parson. Okay, that's it guys. All these were the concepts of social system theory. Very simple theory, but little bit complex things Talcott Parson included, and he has explained. But anyway, I have explained each and everything in very clear and lucid language. That's it. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please mail me or message me. I'll be giving my WhatsApp number, everything, so that you can contact me, and I will be very happy to help you. Okay, and more details about sociology, anything related civil service exam, go to this website, IS Guides website. It's my personal website and professional website. You just go to that website, you'll be getting all details. And if you want to contact me, just send me a message to this WhatsApp number. I'll be replying your queries. Okay, and in this isguides.com, you'll be getting online classes for sociology as well as general studies. You'll be getting test series for sociology optional, general studies mains, as well as prelims test series for GS. Okay, as said earlier, isguides.com will be having all this feature. Okay, thanks guys for watching this video, and let's meet with some awesome video in the next class. Okay, till then, have a good day. Bye.